That's fair. Very, very fair. But it's not like I think the Mets organization looks at Matt Harvey and says, "Oh, this is a bad guy. We can't have him around." It's not so much
they
that.
Don't. They don't. I can tell you they don't. I can tell you for a fact that I do believe that Matt Harvey and the Mets have had, at least he's reached out. Let's put it that way.
Oh, he's reached out.
Oh, 100% reached out. 100%. But the problem is that there's no answers for Major League Baseball right now, but there is an answer for South Korean baseball. That's where he can go right now and go pitch if he wants. Or he sits around and waits to see whether or not Major League Baseball is going to start up, and then he tries to catch on to one of these 50-man rosters.
Yeah, I mean, that to me would be the smarter thing. But then again, we don't know if we're going to see baseball. So I guess
that's the point. He is like in limbo as far as his career is concerned.
Yeah, and he never got that huge. He got paid a ton of money last year when he shouldn't have.
Not a lot of money, but what, $9 million?
Yeah, but still for a
year
for that guy. Yes, for what he was, yes.
But what he was projected to be, was
not
Garrett Cole, was supposed to be Jacob deGrom,
right?
Those kind of numbers, and even Jacob deGrom now. You look at that contract and you say, man,
it's a bargain.
The Mets won that one.
Yeah, it's an absolute bargain. Yeah, and then a lot of screaming at the time about how you don't pay a guy right after a Cy Young, but I mean at this juncture, what a steal considering what some of these other guys got.
See, this is why you like Garrett Cole's one of these guys. I think Mike Trout's one of these guys. I think Aaron Judge is going to be one of these guys. I have a feeling that Gleyber Torres is going to be one of these guys. This is why it's so important for the general manager, the people. You can look at all the numbers you want. You can look at all the analytics you want, all that stuff. You got to get to know the person. You got to get to know who the guy is that you are going to spend the money on. And you got to make sure that whoever you're spending the money on, you are spending it on a trustworthy human being that will give you everything he's got every time he's on the field, assuming he's not injury prone.
Yeah. Now, that hasn't been written anywhere. It's not like common knowledge that Matt Harvey's reaching out to the Mets right? I mean, we should be getting a headline out of this thing, I think. I think that
if you want one, go with one.
No, I think you're on. It's not that I want one. I'm just saying that this is something that if I were a baseball writer, I would pick up. I mean, you are now.
They could pick it up and go run with it.
I'm seeing you now flex your insider muscles. This is where like Boom Stradamus comes in. He swoops in and he gives you a story and then goes back into his home. This is the time where people need to be paying attention. No one else has this.
All right. Well, good.
Boomer Esiason says Matt Harvey has reached out to Mets, wants reunion.
Yeah, but it's not going to happen now.
Well, why is that?
Because they're not playing.
Well, yeah, but I mean, you can't tell me. Okay, I get it. They're not playing right now. They still could, but we don't know.
I would tell you that the Mets would have I think the Mets would consider it.
Oh, see, that's even more.
Yes, but under the current conditions right now, I don't see it happening right now. That's the thing. I mean, we have a lot of things going on in Major League Baseball, and one of those things is Matt Harvey needs to get his career restarted somehow with some team at some either minor league situation or whatever it may take to get himself back on the field. And maybe the best situation for him would be the Korean Baseball League. But I'm just telling you, yes, he has definitely been in contact with the Mets. He would love to come back to the Mets. The Mets are not saying no to any of that at this point.
I wanted to tweet out, if I may, from the show account.
Yeah.
Like Gio says.
What are you acting like Eddie now? And you're just like, you're talking so lightly?
This is what I was going to tweet. I wanted to see if I get your approval. This is from the morning show with Boomer and Gio.
Okay.
Boomer says Matt Harvey has reached out to the Mets about a reunion.
Yeah, that's about right.
What do you think, Gio?
Yeah, I think it's great, but he also added another critical piece of information to that. Also says Mets will consider if there is a season.
Okay, I'm writing
that
down.
Mets are sympathetic. Right?
Boomer
but you
says
said they
Mets are sympathetic.
No, but you said they would consider.
They would consider it.
Okay, considers better than sympathetic.
All right, considers better than sympathetic?
Yeah, because
definitely.
considering a return sounds like something. Them being sympathetic is like they're going to send them, a box of chocolates or something. Like, that doesn't sound to me like anything. So
I was told, look, everybody needs a second chance.
This looks perfect the way it is. It says,
It does.
Boomer says Matt Harvey has reached out to the Mets about a reunion. Boomer also says Mets would consider. Oh, baby.
Okay.
yeah, that's perfect. There it is.
Nice. I'm going to hit send on that tweet.
Oh, there it is.
There you go. It's out there now,
And
man.
the world has changed.
Batten down the hatches.
Something
Yeah.
for the writers to go after.
Yeah,
And I want to see whenever they tweet about it, Boomer had it first.
that's right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like
Credit.
what Heyman does that at the end of his tweets
Yes.
when he says something. Have confirmed, Boomer Esiason first on this. But they don't like, as Boomer has found out before, they don't like when the outsider swoops in
right.
with the information. And not one of them. It's not
Boomer's
a
a football
nightingale.
guy.
Yeah, right. Like with the NHL and the lockout. Has a football guy know about the lockout? He doesn't know what he's talking about, this football guy.
Right, football guy. Football guy, yes.
This meathead can't swoop into our territory
right,
and start
exactly.
taking away our stories.
I've been dealing with this for 13 years, so, whatever, man. Like, to me, like, when I get information or somebody says something like that to me, I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. I don't realize, like,
What you've got, the power that you have at your fingertips.
No, not the power, just the information that I have. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, I understand.
I mean, to me, it's not a big deal. To me, it's like, okay, I get it. I totally understand it.
Well, I'm also we're somewhat being facetious with this thing because we understand how these little stories like this and these nuggets in the world of baseball are just that, and like we've talked about Heyman and the way they might, could be hearing this. Like those
Yes.
things are out there all the time.
All the time, yes.
So why don't we jump on the wagon?
We should, and I think
Well, we
that's
did.
No, there we go. So we're jumping on the wagon, and we feel good about it.